Well, this is just joyous. The perfect backdrop as
everybody,
both sides look to clear the first
match.
hurdle. Supporters here in terrific numbers, so will they be going back happy at the end of 90 minutes? Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So we're up and running. And when these two meet, generally speaking, sparks fly. Ugarte finds himself in the starting lineup. Jim, what would you say are his most notable qualities?
Well, Peter, I think over the course of a season, I think he's going to get this team out of a few sticky situations. The kinds of blocks and interceptions he excels at might not make the highlight reels, but he's somebody you can really rely on, and he's prepared to put his body on the line.
Real chance! He's scored!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Manchester United have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know.
Palmer! It's anyone's ball now. Guardiola looks across and plays it in, and claimed it back swiftly. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Ended up in no man's land. Oh, nicely intercepted. That has been slung wide. Ambitious ball here. Van Dijk cuts out the pass. And he's intervened well there. Can he finish? There's a goal! They have come roaring back.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Van Dijk is there to clear. And this is Owen. Good-looking ball. And this is Owen. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. He's having a good look here.
Yeah, it's an invitation to go for goal that you just can't resist.
He's gone for goal. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? It's a pretty loose... Can he finish? Manchester United into the lead once more. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Manchester United get themselves into the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Played into space out wide. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Tries to pass it through. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. Shifted it to the flank.
Foden. That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
And he shoots! And he's there to belt it away. Palmer. Oh, nice touch. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Well, not the best way to deal with it, but the old threat of pace clearly made him feel a tad uncomfortable.
Well, this may not be the kindest angle for a direct hit.
Well, great position for a cross this, Peter. Now to get good contact on it.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Now he's off and running. Van Dijk. Now he's got space here. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
That's a decent clearance. Well read, and the danger is averted. Looking to play him in.
Foden.
Haaland does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Foden. And Guardiola. In towards the back stick. The referee's awarded a free kick. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Alexander-Arnold looking to play it into the box.
I think it looks as if they're going to try and whip this one in with pace.
There's the whistle for half-time. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. Manchester United are leading by one in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
It's a sharp pass. Now it's Haaland.
There they go, hunting again.
Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And he's going to have his name taken. Players have gathered round and they are clearly concerned. Comfortable claim for the keeper.
Reinders has totally shown his greedy streak, and the boss is not happy, I can tell you.
Saliba makes the interception. Guardiola. Reinders. Nicely shaped ball. Now that's well seen too. And here's Haaland. Haaland finds himself offside. Pass just lacking in accuracy. That has been cut short. He can get that clear. Bernardo Silva. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Very nicely done. Played in. Well, he's seen that early. He used a certain sixth sense. Pass somewhat off target. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
And that has left him in a heap. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with.
Substitutions taking place.
Manchester United can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Matheus Cunha to come on, a change that had been mooted for a while.
Yeah, it's no doubt a positive one. They want to make sure they finish the job from here.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Throw in.
Substitution on the field. Number 7, Bernardo Silva. Number 20,
Rodri.
El Hadj Diouf.
Haaland.
Number 4.
He's a sharp little ball here.
Coming on
And
the field.
Dijk gets rid without sophistication.
Phil Foden.
Well, that's certainly more
Number
like it. They can't
19,
let the intensity drop now,
Solanke.
Peter.
There is
Number
an
8,
irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And he's had a hit! And that is doing no harm at all.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Number 16, Rodri. Coming on the field, number 5, Stones. Number 14, Nico Gonzalez.
Well read, nice interception. Matheus Cunha. And he gets rid in a hurry. And he's straight offside. No way through. Matheus Cunha. Vardiol.
Manchester United clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Substitution in progress.
It's going to be another throw. Ball's out, it'll be a throw in again. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Out again for a throw in. He's got plenty of space out wide here.
Well, from experience, I can tell you he'll get a lot of stick for getting that one wrong.
Manchester United have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. Good ball, good take. Now this could be a chance. And they're quick to get it back. Gets into some space. Drives. Header! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Fernandez gets over and intercepts. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Taken back almost at once. Probing pass.
Minute has been indicated.
Haaland. There will be 4 extra minutes. Now it's McGinn. McAllister promptly onto that, and that is that. Great defending, strong and determined. He is through here. Oh, that's nice. Saka. And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card.
Substitution.
Not the most accurate pass. And we're done. Perfect result, perfect outcome. A test passed with flying colours.
Pay a visit to our official store where
How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, it's pretty clear that there was a solid game plan in place for what was
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the
Hello,
camaraderie.
everybody, and
The
welcome
fans
to
have pulled out
today's
all the
match.
stops to make this a
Manchester
monumental
United
occasion.
Against Santos.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So that's got things underway.
I'll be accused of bias here, but I can't overlook the great professional that is Javier Zanetti.
How's that bias, Jim? He just has the lot. He has such class, doesn't he?
That's it, an oozer of class and an example to all aspiring footballers. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And here's Bruno Fernandes. Sweat shoots! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
Number 21.
Santos are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that.
Robert Lewandowski.
Tries to play it through.
Robert Lewandowski.
Aims beyond the defence. Played in deep. Climbs up big! No, couldn't quite control it.
Well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
And it's Serginho. Good play on the left-hand side here. Bullish header! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing. Couldn't squeeze it through. Alexander-Arnold. Chance, surely! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Owen clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Santos with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now they can spring out of defence. Zanetti just eases him off the ball. That has not gone well. Hakimi gets it away. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Nice control. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Dembele, Alexander-Arnold simply refused to be outdone there. Doué, it's a loose touch and the ball is anyone's. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. And he is going into that little black book. Well, he's hit it long, but astray. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. That's an untidy challenge, free kick given. And he has shown him a yellow card. And it's Hakimi. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Nicely aimed pass. And he's been shifted off it.
Santos really can't go.
Little doubt, that is a foul. This could spell real trouble. We know he has already been booked. He knows what's coming, a second yellow, and he's off. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. He's got away. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. It's a pretty loose pass. Gravenberg. Bruno Fernandes. Searching pass he's played there. That'll be a corner.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Olise plays it short. And here's Olise. Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. It's a straight red, he has been given his marching orders. Well, they are now a 9-man team. So, another set play. Good try, the outcome could so easily have been different.
Olise certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that, he needs to pick himself up and move on.
Olise will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now it's Doué. Cannavaro, good driving run. Oh, good take in a good area. And the shot! In he goes again! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Manchester United have their second corner now. They've played it short. And the ball's gone astray. That's tidy. That's the throw. Crunching tackle. Dembele going face to face with his great rival. Dembele has it in a wide position. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Opts to play it back. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. Not much doubt about who's going to take this one. And that's caused a worry or two.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Well, it looked promising for a moment. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. Santos really could have done without this. To further improve their position of comfort. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not much more than a formality.
Should we have ever doubted him? Cool as you like.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Oh, Red, nice interception. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and it's evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Good effort from distance. Strong challenge, that could leave a mark. Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Players' body language here is a bit grim. It is not looking great at all.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 2, Hakimi. Coming on to replace him is number 30.
Here's the whistle for half-time. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Santos couldn't have really done much worse. At least now they can rethink their game plan and try to refocus. But I have to say it's looking very unlikely that they're going to get anything out of this game now.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Alexander-Arnold. Pedri. Van Dijk. Great vision. Oh, he's found support out wide. And he shoots! And that is doing no harm at all.
Santos are showing good urgency, but they have to place more emphasis on service into the box.
Zanetti looking to provide the solidity his team so need. And it's Zanetti. Pedri. Serginho. Van Dijk promptly onto that, and that is that. Alexander-Arnold. And they're on him in a flash. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Saliba. Dembele. Well, that is one way to stop him. What a throw in. Played out towards the right wing. Cannavaro. Santos perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Olise! Ambitious, but just off target.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Substitution.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
Gravenberg. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Not the most accurate pass. And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. Oh, they could be caught out here. Deflected behind for a corner kick. It's their second corner of the game. Oh, takes a shot! It's in! And that takes him up to double figures, the first significant goal-scoring landmark.
The goal scored for Santos after 68 minutes is number
Santos
11.
get themselves back into
Petri.
contention.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. Real chance! He scored! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
So the lead now is 2.
You can certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
Bruno Fernandes. Can he get on the end of this? And he's lost his man. He's gone for goal! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, Lisa actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Manchester United have their third corner. Bruno Fernandes, who's short. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. And he was quick to react. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Now it's Olise. He's picked his way through. He's got plenty of space out wide here. And he's quick to get it clear again.
Well, it was a really good thing he was on standby.
And back to the goalkeeper. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And that's going to be a booking. Dembele threads one in. That has found him in acres of space. Oh, that's fabulous. And a chance! They've got to be quick to recover this. That's really well cleared. Manchester United get their fourth corner. Bruno Fernandes with the short one.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. No hesitation, he's straight into his pocket. It's a second yellow card and he walks. Well, the protest continues, but in the end they are defending the indefensible. Santos are now down to 8 following the sending off. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Tries a shot! And he hits the net! And what a climax we have here! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Santos give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, who's under pressure now? It's going to require some inspired defending to stop this lot. Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Cannavaro
Added minutes has been indicated.
looking to play him in. Nice interception, well timed. They're up to 5 corners now. And it's been taken short. And here's Olise. Takes a shot. Lacking in accuracy. Inigo Martinez. Oh, super ball. And the finish! And he's taking no chances there. Dembele charging forward, the ball at his feet, and he's managed to get free. Nicely weighted ball. Thinks about the shot. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. Santos may have thrown this away at the death. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
The chance to pull further clear. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
That's calm for you. Nothing is going to distract him.
Manchester United.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
Lewandowski.
Manchester... And that is that. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. Not a lot that went glaringly wrong, but the result is one that will make them suffer.
And a quick reminder today,
Santos
in the area
really did suffer for their lack of numbers here.
Well, they were up against it, but these players can take heart from what was a worthy response. There was no sign at any stage of the towel being thrown in. So positives can be taken, Peter, even in defeat.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. The Urbano Caldera, it really is a wonderful place to be. A ground graced by some of the greatest in Brazilian football, heroes and legends. And that gets things running. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air, and what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas.
Great chance!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Azar. And it's Pedri. Serginho. And the volley. And that's caused a worry or two.
Hazard has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
Szoboszlai. Well, it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Well, they've made all the inroads and their confidence is taking on a growth spurt.
No joy this time. Calafiori. Vinicius Junior. Mbappe. And it's Azar. Tries to pass it through. Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai running with the ball. De Jong. João Neves. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Threads one in. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Vinicius Junior is in a really good position out wide. Well timed, excellent interception. So we're still where we started right now. Calafiori. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Palmer. Mbappe. Now it's Doué. Calafiori cuts it out. Alexander-Arnold. João Neves. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. Referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket, it's just a stern lecture. Locatelli. Junior. Vinicius Junior providing an outlet on that flank. Bullish header! Now, who's going to be first to this? And it's Szoboszlai. Very nicely done. Shot at goal! Goal! Inter! And Inter go in front. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Cleared without hesitation.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And it's been taken short. Now this could be a chance. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Locatelli, little pass back. Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai carries the ball down the right. Mohamed Salah gets into a good position. Azar. Palmer. And he's managed to get free. Doué. And the shot! That is decidedly lacking.
Doué probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter. Santos truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
João Neves does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Thuram.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Referee's given a throw. Lovely ball and decent chance! And he's there to get it away. Now it's Doué. And it's De Jong. Passing is crisp and sharp. Thuram. And the shot! Top class from Thuram! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! A two-goal lead and they're firmly in control.
I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
There's the whistle for half-time. So your views on the first half?
Santos certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing, don't leave the door open for the opposition.
Substituição no time do Santos. Camisa 20.
Here we go again then.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Going to be disappointed with that. Chance, surely! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, that's a sign that he clearly feels the need to take it upon himself to try and get his side back into this.
Pass somewhat off target. Pass is just off target.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Doué. Can he get it through?
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Now, can they get him away? Doué.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
He's found a way through. Chiellini with the clearance.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
8.255 espectadores.
That'll be a throw. Locatelli. Santos are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Vinicius Junior at his creative best. He's set up 2 goals. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Substituição no time do Santos. Camisa 19. Vai ser substituído pelo jogador.
Knocks it in, shoots! Gorgeous from Thuram. Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And they are cruising away.
Locatelli really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
And now he has 2. 3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. That pass isn't the best. And this is Mohamed Salah. And a shot! That was quite a test for the goalkeeper.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
João Neves, Inter Milan finding their passes. Havertz, Foden, closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Havertz, oh, he's found support out wide. That has been knocked clear. Quality ball, nicely spread. And now the breakaway. He's got away. Salah. Nice bit of trickery. Chance for a shot! Off the post. Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Results no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Inter Milan are having a ball here. Little doubt, that is a foul. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Now there's a fine ball. Shot could be on. Can he finish? It's a pretty loose pass. He's through, now is he in? Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Messi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? No, again there's no way through. João Neves, he steps in, and that's the end of that. Foden. Great vision.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Calafiori. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. That is good alertness. Saliba.
4 minutos de acréscimo.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Mohamed Salah. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Oh, that's nice. He's having a shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. And that will be it. A tale of 2 teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. The Urbano Caldera, it really is a wonderful place to be. A ground graced by some of the greatest in Brazilian football, heroes and legends. So off we go then. Well, we all know of Johan Cruyff as the father of total football, but what can we expect from him on the pitch, Jim?
He'll be the conductor, Peter, making sure that his team create space and make good use of it. I expect him to be running the show and adding a touch of class to proceedings.
Yeah, winning with style, and that's what he has always been about.
Always.
Oh, this looks sharp. Just eases him off the ball. And that's put paid to a promising move. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Oh, good-looking ball. Oh, can he get onto this? Pinches it off him. Tries to pass it through. Pedri. Ribery. It has been a rather gentle affair so far. And it's Ribery. He's in plenty of space here. Chance! Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and width can be a nightmare to defend against.
Havertz. Serginho. This looks promising. Ball is over the line. Here's Doué, and he shoots! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Pass somewhat off target. Either side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Well read, nice interception. Now he's off and running. Pass just lacking in accuracy. Pedri. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And here's Doué. Thuram demonstrating his defensive quality there. Now it's Pelé. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Arsenal clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
That pass isn't the best. And he welcomes it in. Shapes to shoot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Goal! Arsenal! There is the breakthrough. Mbappe duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
So the first moment of real significance.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Flashes it across. back in once more. Now it's Cruyff. All the way back. Keeper's got good distance on that. Played out wide. Now, can they get him away? Oh, well played, well played. Now it's Owen. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. And he's managed to get free. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone.
Well, he was the one player you had to keep away from the area. Not the best way to do it, though.
Now, there are plenty in the middle waiting for this.
Well, there's lots of movement in the box for them to pick out.
And he's well positioned here. And the shot! It's hit the upright. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Cruyff. And he's there to retrieve it. Looking for options for movement. And that is as far as they're going to go. Looking for the run. Now it's Cruyff. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, delightful ball. All Black breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Oh, that's well spotted. Searching pass he's played there. Probing pass.
Teremos minuto de
Do it.
acréscimo.
Short changes him with that pass. Now it's Mbappe. Delicate ball and it... A header! And that'll be the final action of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the supports have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So off we go once more.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And here's Mbappe! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Arsenal have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
No, again there's no way through. Chouameni has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Now it's Cruyff. Now that's well seen too. Havertz. That's a sharp pass. And it's Serginho. Now it's Doué. Oh, there's a probing ball. Arsenal are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Now it's Cruyff. Shifted it to the flank. He's in a great position here. He has found the way through. That is a crunching tackle. And he's quick to get it clear again.
Público presente na partida de hoje.
It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Caught offside that time.
Substituição no time do Santos.
Santos choosing to make the first change.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more.
Spread it left.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And he was alert to it. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Thuram pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Serginho chips it through. Serginho is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Cleared without complication. Aimed beyond the defence. And that's left him on the seat of his pants.
Substituição no time do Santos.
Santos with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. And he's gone looking for safety.
Camisa 21. Camisa 24.
Palmer.
Santos really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Substituição no time do Santos. Camisa 15. Camisa 11. Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 18. Camisa
Intercepts the
7.
throw. That's well read.
Substituição.
Throw in. He's having a shot! He's scored! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring.
Gol marcado para o Arsenal.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about...
It's Asa! Oh, it rattles the bar! And it's Hakimi. There's the header! And one more try! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Oh, that miss could really prove costly. They don't want to be missing too many of those.
Stood up well to him there. 5 minutes left on the clock.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
McAllister gets across to intercept that. That has not gone well. And that is a little undercooked. Saliba makes the interception.
Teremos 3 minutos de
Oh,
acréscimo.
should really have made more of that.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
It's a throw-in. And he's managed to gift it back. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Santos were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they were found wanting when it mattered. That is simply not how you go about winning. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited and deserved to be.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And we're underway. Iker Casillas, Jim, a man considered amongst the greatest ever when it comes to goalkeeping.
Yeah, and it's all the more impressive given that he's relatively short for a keeper, Peter, but he makes up for it with his agility, his laser focus and the ability to live up to the big occasion. Also, don't forget the way he exerts control, despite not being particularly outspoken. That is something else too.
It's gone all the way through to the keeper. Doué. Chooses to go cross-field. Olise thinks about Ribéry! And it's Serginho. Now Luis Suarez. Havertz. And he's in on goal! That's a risky ball, you've got to say.
Owen, really...
And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Havertz. Doué. To Havertz. Serginho. And he goes cross-field. Ribéry. And Ribéry! Superb goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Pirlo. And it's Hazard. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. And no surprise, that's a booking. And the two sides, that's a foul, no two ways about it. No hesitation, he's straight into his pocket, it's a second yellow card and he walks. Well, the protest continues, but in the end they are defending the indefensible. Santos are now forced to play the bulk of the game, a man short. And here's Neymar. That's a good ball. Olise. First quarter of an hour gone. Doué. Not the most accurate pass. And that has been slung wide. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Yet another interesting duel, this.
And this is Owen. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Santos clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And that has been cleared. Hazard.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing.
This is the time you need that pace.
And this is Neymar. Neymar, he's found a way through. Saliba did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Hazard conjures time and space where, little doubt, that is a foul. The referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, they are now a 9-man team. Well, that has not gone well. Out of play for a throw. Now it's Havertz. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Oh, Owen! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Owen clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. That's a decent clearance. And it's Ribéry. Deep cross. And that has been cleared. Madrid are looking lively here. They're playing with more zest, more purpose.
They are, and it's all because of the movement we're seeing down the flanks, and I think they look as if they're going to cause some real problems to that opposing defence. Both flanks are working quite well.
And he has been fouled there. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Yeah, they look as if they're intent, Peter, on stopping him outside the laws of the game, so the referee is going to have to be very alert here.
Not too many have the power or indeed the accuracy from this range. Would he dare to have a go? Tremendous from Pirlo! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! They have come roaring back!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed.
Well, he made it look effortless, clearly a training ground perfectionist.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Serginho is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. He knows what's coming, a second yellow, and he's off. The players protesting furiously, but there's little or no sympathy from the ref. Santos are now down to 8 following the sending off.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey all around.
And here's Neymar. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Referee has gone straight to his pocket. Yes, a second yellow, and he's off. Well, the players are making their point, but the ref clearly isn't interested. He's waved them all away. Santos are going to be forced to play the rest of the game. And the shot! Goal! Terrific goal. What a super sharp finish.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Madrid get themselves into the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Oh, what a mistake! He's got away. Oh, shooting chance! They've scored! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat now.
And this could be the final action of the first half. cruising! They are cruising! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Santos couldn't have really done much worse. At least now they can rethink their game plan and try to refocus. But I have to say, it's looking very unlikely that they're going to get anything out of this game now.
And the action is back on the way. So, 45 minutes to turn it round. Olise. Oh, they could be caught out here. Now, who's going to be first to this? Havertz clears. It's Asa! No, not quite.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Succumbs to the pressure. Searching pass he's played there. Oh, it's a clear foul, and the referee's got a decision to make. No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area. Havertz is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rate it in or suffer the consequences.
Pirlo is eyeing up his options in the middle. Lacking in accuracy.
If he's really honest with himself, he was hitting that more in hope.
Serginho. Pirlo. Oh, he's found support out wide. Look at the space here. Big chance! And he hits the net. Players ecstatic. Fans delirious. This is utopian. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Madrid are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Neymar looking to get on the end of this. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And that's going to be a booking. Neymar having a look. And this the perfect opportunity to create a cushion between them. Comfortable claim for the keeper. Doué. And it's been given away. And he's away. And that has sent him sprawling. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Serginho, he's picked his way through. And this is Neymar. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. Santos really could have done without this. So this to extend their lead. That has drawn gasps of disbelief.
A cool head was needed there, and we got anything but.
Serginho. Oh, that is asking for trouble.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. A warm ovation on his way off, and that is the least he deserves.
Look, you can only give your all, and he's delivered in that regard, and I think the manager is probably just spotted now a little tired.
Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. Santos present their opponents with the best possible chance here. All Black, in the context of the game, he must save it. Not much more than a formality.
Should we have ever doubted him? Cool as you like.
It's become a case of men against boys. Santos still have the cards to affect this game. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Played out wide. Serginho could try cutting inside here. Shot at goal! Oh, that's fabulous! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary. This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Olise did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process. Costa Curta. It's a foul, it's in the box, it's a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. All Black will have to save it here or there's real trouble. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Yeah, as decisive as it comes. Spot chosen, spot hit.
And yes, it's him again.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touch.
Havertz is the guilty party there. Oh, he's off, and you know what that means? Santos are down to 6 and will be...